Pakistan was made in 1947, and since then poverty levels have increased to a percentage of 34 since 1991. Pakistan's human development indicators, especially those for women, fall significantly below those of countries with comparable levels of per capita income. Pakistan is a major transport and consumer country for opiates, opium, heroin, morphine, from neighboring Afghanistan, the world's largest producer of opium. Drug addiction is a common reason for the incidence of poverty for individuals and families. A recent shift to injecting heroin instead of smoking or sniffing it has heightened fears of an HIV/AIDS epidemic. A key part of the poverty reduction strategy is the provision of adequate basic social services, particularly elementary education and basic health services, to a much higher proportion of the poor. Only through better education and improved health can the lifelong earning capacity of the poor be enhanced. Even with no education, no nothing, and what the news outlets have been advertising, most of the population of Pakistan, poor people, have still recovered something, especially in this pandemic. For example, food. Street food to be exact. With the pandemic happening and the holy month of Ramadan happening, store owners are already struggling with the police always shutting them down, so all owners have to earn secretly and well.
हम इधर खड़े हैं कॉलेज रोड पे गुजरावाला की सबसे पुरानी बारबेक्यू की दुकान पे हाजी टिक्का शाह। ये हैं इसके ऑनर हाजी अब्दुल सलाम साहब। तो छोटे गोश्त के टिक्के और कबाब और 7 चिकन टिक्के और लेग पीस लगाते हैं। हाजी साहब, आपसे एक सवाल है कि कोरोना के दिनों में आपके कारोबार पे क्या असर पड़ा है?
सारा ही असर है।
कुछ बताएं ना क्या
यार, दुकान नहीं बंद रहे थे, कारोबार कितों आ गया?
काम की क्या पोजीशन आपकी चल रही है?
कुछ भी ना, फारग।
दुकान तो आपकी खुली हुई है इस वक्त?
दुकान खुली है लेकिन शटर डाउन है, आपको पता है शटर डाउन चल रहा है।
अच्छा,
शटर डाउन है, कारोबार गाहक आते ही
वो भी तो बताएं जो आपको अचानक दुकानें बंद करनी पड़ती हैं, पुलिस आ जाती है।
बार आती है ना, ये एक दफ़ा थोड़ी कुछ गवर्नमेंट के सरकारी ऑफिसर कहते हैं सर क्या है जी, पार्सल देने, फिर SHO साहब आते हैं बंद कर दो, दुकानें चले जाओ।
जो कहते हैं उस पर भी पूरा नहीं उतरते।
नहीं उतरते पास,
वो कहते हैं पार्सल फिर जाना,
पार्सल भी बंद कर दो, चलो करो करी भाजी, भाग जाए आप सब लोग।
यानी काफ़ी असर पड़ा होगा। आधे से कम
नहीं है, 540 रुपये किलो मुर्गा है, कुछ बचता ही नहीं, क्या करें।
और गोश्त का क्या रेट चल रहा है?
1400 रुपया छोटा गोश्त।
Overall, Pakistan within the last decade has become a large English-speaking population with English language skills less prevalent outside urban areas. Pakistan embarked on a $6.3 billion IMF extended fund facility, which focused on reducing energy shortages, stabilizing public finances, increasing revenue collection, and improving its balance of payments position. Textiles and apparel account for more than half of Pakistan's export earnings. Pakistan is the 8th largest exporter of textile products in Asia. It is 4th largest producer and 3rd largest consumer of cotton. It comprises of 46% of the total manufacturing sector and provides employment to 40% of the total labor force. 5% of the total textile companies are listed on the stock exchange, and Rashid Textiles being top of that, with Rashid even buying their laminating machine for £2 million from Germany in Faisalabad. Rice. Pakistan is among the top 10 largest rice producing countries in the world. As rice is not the staple diet of our people, more than 60% of rice is surplus and available for export purposes. Cities. Lahore and Islamabad are among the most popular and richest cities in Pakistan. Lahore. Known as the cultural capital of Pakistan, Lahore is famous for its centuries-old bazaars, traditions, cultural heritage, and mouth-watering local delicacies. As the country's second largest city, it represents a little over 11% of the total GDP. In 2019, Lahore's nominal GDP stood at $84 billion, with projections that it will surpass the $100 billion mark by 2025. Islamabad, a city for the rich. Politicians, famous people have quoted, if you have 40 or 50 million rupees, you can get a good house in the best sectors in Islamabad, F6, F7 and F8. But only a few would have that kind of money. Islamabad is exactly like London. Whether you live in a posh area or regular area, the price for houses there are vaguely the same, and the attractions there, many restaurants, stores that they have are UK based, such as Casper's, Nando's, and also it's close to the mountains where wealthy people go to Murray to have a holiday because of the atmosphere and views. Even Monal is about 300 meters above Islamabad with a fantastic view of the capital. It is very popular with lots of large family groups. Food is of good standard and service is excellent despite the busyness. Food is primarily local Pakistani cuisines.